Well, you might recognize Joel Strasser as the Idaho man who breaks records for putting things in his beard. Well, now get ready to see him in a new way. Joel and his friend Garrett, also an Idaho man, will be on the popular show The Amazing Race. And I caught up with them ahead of the big premiere. Take a look.
Obviously, we're the most dominant team. I mean, just look at us.
Two Idaho men who have known each other for more than 2 decades, now getting ready to compete together in one amazing race. The Amazing Race.
The show is just the craziest adventure ever. Being thrown into a location you've probably never been before, in a culture you've probably never seen before, trying to figure out as you go how to get through tasks and challenges.
Joel Strasser and Garrett Smith will be on this season of The Amazing Race, competing against 12 other teams.
It's a little weird because most of the contestants were from places like New York and California.
Chicago.
Yeah, and then you have us, the Idaho guys.
But their friendship and love for the popular show started 18 years ago, when both men served in the military. Joel watched The Amazing Race while he was deployed in Iraq in 2005. Garrett got hurt and had to come back, but he was watching the show at the same time.
And so when Strasser got back, we both were talking about The Amazing Race, and we were like, dude, we could do this. Like, we each speak a second language.
Fast forward to now, and they're on the show.
It was a crazy experience. And you know, you watch the show for years and you think you know how it all works, and then you're put in the middle of it and you realize you don't have Phil's voice speaking over you, explaining to you how to do this challenge. You just have to read the clue and try to figure it out. It's a lot of adrenaline, a lot of excitement, and fear.
And when you watch the show on the couch, some of the challenges and the tasks look simpler than others, and you're like, oh, I could do that, I could do that. That's what I used to say. When you're in the moment and the adrenaline's pumping and $1 million is on the line and you're trying to finish things before other teams are finishing them, it's a whole different ballgame.
It's a new Guinness World Record.
And Joel is used to completing challenges. He's broken multiple Guinness World Records on live television for putting things in his beard.
There's pressure in both of them, but this was a different kind of pressure, and obviously a much more physical. We were running all the time.
And I don't know if you can tell, but we're not in the best running shape.
What are you talking about? We're physical specimens.
The two men also gained a lot of attention for another physical trait.
People loved our look. We got comments and compliments on our look all the time. I think a lot of people can relate to us in a way, even if they don't have majestic facial hair, because we got dad bods. So we're just relatable.
We're just kind of fit in. We're just average people, you know.
Now, they couldn't give me any spoilers, but they tell me there will definitely be some embarrassing moments for them both. The show premieres on September 27th, and Joel tells me it'll actually be played at the Egyptian Theater, and people can go online and reserve a seat for free for the 27th. So very exciting. Joel and Garrett also tell me that they have a YouTube channel, and after every episode, they will do a recap with some of the behind-the-scenes stuff. Good luck to them both, and we're definitely rooting for them.
We're going to win the Amazing Race because obviously we're the most dominant team. I mean, just look at us.
We met in the military 22 years ago, so we've been friends for 22 years.
We went on this 1.5-year deployment, and we only got 2 months into the deployment when he got hurt and had to go home. That's when I actually discovered the Amazing Race. It came on TV, and I watched it in Iraq. It was on the Armed Forces Network. And I watched it and I started thinking, like, we could do this. This is totally something we could do.
One thing I love about him is he's just quick at getting things done and doesn't beat around the bush. And so it's because of me that he has this wondrous beard.
I've had a short beard forever, but about 5 years ago, I decided just to let it reach its full potential. Once I figured out I was good at sticking things in my beard and I could break world records doing that, that just really solidified it. I'm not planning on trimming it down anytime soon. I promised him if he kept his mustache for a year, it would change his life. And look where we are.